I think everyone at some point has felt awkward feelings going into a social setting, and it's becoming more and more common nowadays. So I'm going to give you 3 tips to help you deal with social anxiety. So starting with number 1, changing your state of mind. The feeling you've got in your body is actually coming from your mind. So if you change your state of mind, you'll actually be able to release the feeling from your body. So for this, you could use someone really confident. Imagine this person, someone like Simon Cowell, for instance. I know he's over the top, but he's actually a really good example for this type of thing. So you see the person that you imagine being really confident, and then imagine stepping into their body and then feeling how it feels to have that confidence, perhaps a little bit of arrogance, but because you're trying to raise your confidence, you're not going to take that on board. You'll just take that feeling of being super confident in yourself. And then take that feeling back into your own body, and then feel that your own posture changes and you're able to feel that extra confidence within you. You can then use this technique, practicing it before you go to something, but also even if you walk into an event and you start to feel anxiety or nervous feelings coming on, you can just remember, oh, step into Simon Cowell's body for this perfect moment. This really, really makes a difference, and it will help you to cope with more things, feel relaxed, and also just remembering it throughout the event as well. If it suddenly waves over you at some point, or in a meeting at work or a presentation or anything you can use it for, you can then just click back into that person's energy, which will help you to remember. And it's quite a simple thing to do, so you can really remember at any time. Tip number 2, learn to reassure yourself. So this is using different language with yourself. If you're feeling anxious, you might say, oh, I'm useless, I can't speak to people, oh, I don't know what to do, oh, I feel terrible. So change that language straight away into I am fine, this is fine, I'm going to be okay, I'm doing really well, I'm speaking really well. And actually talk to yourself in a very calm way and tell yourself, like you would reassure a child, if you would say that, no, you'll be fine, just say that to yourself. If you're not able to make conversation, you're not sure how to do it, just ask people a question like, oh, have you come far today? Where do you live? What's your job? How long does it take you to get to work? Those simple questions will start a conversation with someone. And this will help you to feel more relaxed because you know you're already prepared on what you might say. And also just consciously relax into your body during the time you're there. Don't allow any tension to build up. Just start to relax, lower your shoulders, and then that will help you as well. Number 3, before and after the event. This is a really useful technique that I use with clients. So if you're going to a social event, instead of straight away worrying about it, straight away in your mind, run that event going well as if it's going positively well. You're very outgoing, you're very bubbly, you've got loads to say, you've got people to speak to, you're very calm and confident. So visualize that film in your mind of how you would like it to go. And then when you finish doing that, visualize in your mind a film of coming back from the event. Imagine you're leaving that event, you're coming out of the door and you're saying, oh my God, I've had a really great time, it's fantastic. And you see yourself going home, driving home, getting the train home, getting into your house or wherever you're going from that event, and then getting into bed that night, smiling that you've had a really, really positive time. Because once you've seen that in your mind, that film of before you go and also after you've been, your mind already has started to program itself to actually create that situation for yourself. So this technique can really, really help. And also if you're going somewhere in the future, you can plan it ahead in your mind several times before you go, and then use it also on the day. If you start to get into any anxious feelings, you just imagine you've left the event and you've had a great time, and that really will make a difference. So I hope you enjoy my tips. And also just one other thing, when we are in social events, when you're there, just make space and let someone come into your crowd, because often there's someone standing there, the lonely person with the glass of their drink, and they're looking for someone to be included with. So you be the one to let them into your crowd and be really sociable, because actually our social settings are quite stressful sometimes. It is just little pockets of people who know each other, and one day someone will return that compliment. Enjoy those techniques, and I really, really hope you have a lot more fun socially.